least, our next presenter is Gary Sweeney, who is an artist who had his MFA from MFA. I thought it was like, no, you're not coming up here yet. Remember Rick Perry, Adios Mofo? There's a book coming out called Adios Mofo about Rick Perry. It's very seriously, it's very high. The University of California, Irvine, 1975. Solo exhibitions have been held at Lawndale Art Center, Houston, Robichon Gallery, Denver, Tokyo Project, that would be Japan. He has participated in numerous group exhibitions, including New American Talent, Art House in Austin, Word, University of Dallas, Irving, and Texas Biennial at the McKinney Avenue Contemporary in Dallas. Please welcome Gary Sweeney.
And just press the button. There's some postcards of my work in the back, on the back table. And I've lived here since 1996. And my work deals with nostalgia and family. And, well, I'll just show you. Oh, space bar. I'm old. Somebody help the old guy. No, really, somebody help the old guy. Oh, there you go. This is a project I did. It's at Denver International Airport. It's called America Why I Love Her. I drove around. There's actually two maps of the United States. I drove around. There's about 300, on each map there's 300 unusual tourist attractions. The Barbie Doll Hall of Fame, the Bar Museum, there's a tow truck museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh, this is a piece that was in Houston. I discarded signs at the Buffalo Bayou. It's right next to the freeway. There's thousands of cars. I got to see it while I was up. And oh, the next one was at the Art Guys Foundation. I took old campaign signs and cut up the lettering, and then I got a romance novel and just picked a paragraph. I thought I was going to have a hard time finding a quote, but it turns out that every page is like that. So, and this is a picture I took in Gustav's Cantina in Ensenada, Mexico, with the surfing buddies in the 70s. And of course, that's lettering jacket letters. And I'm there in the corner, just as drunk as can be. The next one is Jack Ballas, an artist in Denver, was commissioned to do portraits of artists. And so each artist got to choose a portrait that they said that they felt described themselves. The next one is an installation I did. It was made to look like a science fair project. Bruce Ivins is the man they considered to be the anthrax attack, behind the anthrax attacks. And there's a picture of him in the high school yearbook with him as a science fair project. On the right is the note that was left with the anthrax attack. So I thought the high school kid. This is a picture of me as a Cub Scout. And, I hand-tinted it. The next picture is a hotel room installation. Actually, this one isn't funny. It's inspired by a note that was found on a man that was that died in the desert coming into the United States. And I made a motel sign out of the note that he sent to, or was given by this fictional woman. And this is a real estate sign for San Antonio that I came up with. Out of a 4x8 sheet of oak plywood, I wrapped So this was they inked it, put a piece of paper on it, and then a steamroller went over it in the garage. This is another one that I did. The next one, I do a lot of work with text and writing and stuff, and I became interested in famous people's handwritings, and so I did a series of paintings that had to do with famous people's handwriting. One of them was David Crockett and all his misspelled words, and so I had this fictional postcard that he sent while on spring break from Cancun, Mexico, in which he and Bowie puked in the lobby, met some trips from LA. Travis says this is a series that I do cups. There's a man in Fort Worth, Texas, who invented these cups that fit into chain link fence, and he made them for signs. And I asked him if he'd ever done any artwork with them, so I bought some and I made this. I work at the airport. I'm a baggage handler for Continental Airlines, and this is another piece with the put-in cups. There's a guy on the back, and then down below there's a little sign that says IKEA store. Here I am. These are these great cups that I've been doing a lot of artwork with. And the next one is from the Texas Biennial. This was a picture of Jack and Jackie, and there's probably about, I'm guessing maybe 3,000 cups, colored cups. They come in all sorts of different colors. This was there. The next one is, I'm getting ahead of myself here. It was a quiz that corporations give their employees called Life Raft. And you're on a life raft, and and there's only a certain amount of people that are going to survive. So you have to make sure who's going to be on the life raft. You have to pick like 6 people off. There's a doctor who's addicted to drugs. There's a prostitute who's an excellent nurse that has already saved somebody. There's a mentally disturbed man who can only navigate the book. This is these are billboards that are in the parking garage at the San Antonio airport that I made. They're permanent, and if you go through long-term parking, they all make fun of San Antonio, and I'm really grateful that they allow me to do this. This is a house of cards that I made out of metaphors, since a house of cards is a metaphor. This was at Solidillas recently, and that is a house of cards made out of wood, and so I used all the metaphors I could think of to make this house of cards, and this is one of them.
What was the name of the show?
Wait. What was it?
You noticed.
Maybe if your metaphors were so obvious, it's the name of the show. And then last but not least, this is, all artists will relate to this one because we're always getting asked to donate pieces of artwork. And so this is a woodcut that I made, and I donated this, every time I'm asked to donate an art piece, this is what I donate.